Look at that. Ahead of schedule. When does that happen? I guess in the here and now. Either way. Yeah. I'm excited.
Got tired of us waffling. Oh, nice little bunny hop out from TYLOO to just get out from top mid. They start T-side. This is TheMongolz pick after a brutal overpass. TheMongolz now trying to show us what they can do on the defense here on their own territory. And TYLOO getting a lot of control very early in this pistol.
So Mongols, heavy A-lean. Techno retake on B. You can now see a readjustment. I'd love to see some A aggression, I think. Mid clear is through. They're going to see nothing. Absolutely nothing. But for now, it's still very much a retake setup, which is a problem. There's no kit. There's no nades. Going to have to be very fast now. Look at Senzu flanking. He is sprinting. I think the bomb will just about make it out of apartments. That's the biggest risk. And indeed it has. Mercury also lurking top mid. Okay, bomb down man advantage. I'm feeling a lot better about TYLOO.
Oh dear, they never knew about the Senzu flank though, and you might have felt good for a moment, but they're collapsing on the bomb site and TYLOO are getting nothing. Not a single kill in that post plant. Mercury as well, completely sussed out. It is a Senzu performance in that fast flank from underpass that breaks TYLOO's back.
Well, I wouldn't trust my lottery numbers. Let's put it that way. I thought they knew Senzu was there.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
They had a player lurking top mid. You would expect that somebody would have heard. The apartments player that I think came with the bomb late after the initial pack broke in was, I think, within earshot as well. But I guess over the comms and the chaos, they just didn't hear him flanking.
Well, they have mustered a buy off the bomb plant, which is nice. The bad news is they've got one smoke left. So, gonna have to go contact heavy. That's what they're doing out of ramp just now. I guess you save the smoke for the hit proper. Either smoke for the plant or at least cut off an avenue. But look at this information for the Mongols. Sensu's aggressive. Players like a horde coming over towards A to load it up.
Still a bit of
Surely TYLOO have to end A. They have no space towards B whatsoever.
Yeah. Going up short would be the best thing they could do, but not a call that would be comfortable to make. They do smoke off top connector. That will allow them to get them some space into towards that con side. But you imagine they're going to try and burst in once that smoke fades. Mongols here in heavy presence because of that forward Senzu push.
Here we go. Gonna walk through. There's a player in sandwich, one close ramp. Close ramp player has no idea. Caught out in the open. Good frags. Player in window wasn't long for this world either. What a round for TYLOO. They look suffocated. They look surrounded as they went onto that site. But the contact players, that smoke faded on top connector. Totally unexpected. And that has done bad things to the Mongols' economy. Senzu, you've got to hold on to this.
aumaN's already on the hunt as well. This is Senzu's little hidey hole. He got all that space. His teammates went up in flames, and he doesn't get to save his M4 either. In fact, it's donated over. aumaN dropping his M4 so his teammate could collect it. So they go in with Galils. They come out with M4s. And they only had, what, one smoke, I think you were highlighting. They put it to good use.
It was unexpected. Very unexpected. And no option here for the Mongols. They've got to force back in tow. But it's pretty dreadful. No nades, no kits.
Oh god, but they've got Deegs, and they've won 2 rounds like this on overpass. They did have a rifle alongside him, but look at the shots from Senzu. Blitz as well collecting alongside him, but
this is a joke.
Instant trade from Mzinho.
This is a joke.
Cannot make this up.
They can't keep doing this. Oh my god. TYLOO gonna have nightmares of the deagle shot and headshot sound ringing in their ears for days. Yamyoung's found a big gap, but I mean, I don't blame him for the trigger discipline, but that round was already absolutely cooked. What is going on?
You calling a timeout after that? Surely.
I'm DCing after that.
3 times
Ow.
in 2 maps. And this map's only just got started.
I mean, it feels like a while ago now, but they definitely lost some rounds to Deeks earlier on as well against the Wings.
Oh, they were losing the USPs, not even Deagles. Somehow these Deagle rounds feel worse because they're not even getting really many counter kills from it.
They need... There's no help to the here and now, but they need a bit of a think about these anti-force rounds. For sure. After this series. That's a nice opening. Yeah. That's going to make it uncomfortable for TYLOO. They're just leaving Techno for the moment. 9 cents poking straight into a lot of players. Good flick. Makes it free. That could have been dangerous, but does a lot there to help his team stabilize.
Ooh, some good kills back from Advent, but Yamyoung, long distance, can't quite find the head of Techno. Saw him swinging off of short, but couldn't readjust after finding the kill in Con. Start looks fine for TYLOO, all things considered. The kill on the Tech 9, getting all that space towards connector, but then came 9-10. If there's anything you could say about him, is that he's good at getting numbers.
Drum roll.
Yep.
There you go. Well, the good news for the Mongols is their 4 spy round was so clean that they carried guns through, so at least their buy isn't dented by the round we've just watched. And it is an eco from TYLOO. Bit of a pause here. Time for TYLOO to sit back and stew in that anti-eco round.
It must be said, you know, TYLOO will probably have conversations about how they deal with these low buy rounds, but the Mongols' Deagle shots have been, I mean, they've been immaculate. They are hitting some really nice shots to have had these round successes, but maybe there's a flash you throw or a Molotov, you know, something that makes your life a little easier, perhaps. Well, they're going to try and manage on Glocks, and they did get a plant on Overpass on a round like this. One tried to go down, but no such success. Not even a kill onto any of the Mongols players, who were simply keeping themselves alive and stopping the push.
Alright, guns out. It is a pick from Mongols, this map. It's a map they like. Not necessarily in TYLOO's repertoire as their favourite. If TYLOO can get this to nuke, this becomes a much more open series, but this is the tall order. This is what we're nervous about, is this Mirage. And, you know, something that really worries me about this Mirage, especially on the T side, is it was just in the defaults, is in the basics that Overpass was falling apart. If you can't default well on Mirage, I'm sorry, the game's over. Oh, that's the bomb as well.
Oh, yeah,
Did
so
he see
it is. I don't think he would have. You barely get much of a radar peak on thin angles like that. So it does seem retrievable.
It's fallen up the top, right? Not
no,
down
I think
the stairs.
it's down the stairs. Yeah, he's down the stairs. So
It's a bit hard to tell.
we're A-okay. Aside from the fact that they've lost 2 players, but it could have been worse.
Aside from the fact they're all dead, this is going great. That's got to be the mentality. Yeah, they might even save, you know, this round is that badly done.
Yeah, when you put it like that.
Techno's taking space, so 9-10 can peel off soon. He's just smoked behind. I'm getting shades of when Overpass was going wrong at the moment for TYLOO.
Well, it'll be the same catalyst as well. damage onto 910, forcing him back, but they're pincered in. Techno had the flank in from top mid. Only good for the one, but they fall right into the arms of Mzinho, and Kaze's trapped in a corner with low HP, so one bullet will do him, and Mzinho's just continuing to fight. One death. That's all it takes out of the economy of the Mongols, and this is, it's not a conversation we've had this whole series, but, that's the real problem with CT sides in general. It's what people have been talking about, maybe adding as a change, given the weight of pistol rounds and the way that the loss bonuses are, is that CT economy isn't supposed to thrive like this, but the way the Mongols have been playing and the lack of deaths they've been having on these defenses, they've always had so much residual cash.
I think TYLOO could learn a few lessons. Mongols are playing so proactive. They're only sitting on the sides if they have a stack of information. Oh. That didn't look right. That didn't look very normal. Senzu, though, can't actually get so much done. Maybe we should focus in on this round. Don't let the ball drop here, Mongols. You've done all the hard work. You've won the impossible, the unlikely rounds. Blitz here in behind. Bench. Some good work. Mzinho is felled, so a lot of numbers dropping, but doesn't feel good for aumaN. There he goes. Right. A little bit scary, but all in all, rounds are rounds, and they're way ahead at the moment of Mongols.
Yeah, it's a little mistake there from Techno. Was sort of jiggle peeking from the window. His teammate got a spam kill, and it almost seemed like Techno let go of his mouse and didn't realize that there could have been a player pushed up close. They got that deep Molotov down, but Advent was ahead of it, so nice couple entries there for Advent to make that round at least slightly competitive. Talk about him playing at the back of the pack. There he was at the front. Maybe he tries to get more of that room over towards B, recognizing that as a vulnerability. Mercury, a kill from mid, but 910's there to trade. There were 4 that collected there on the Mongols to fight for an early duel. Leaning into a 3B setup. You're going to try and boost the player up into the apartments and maybe just leave him there, but it does leave a lot of responsibility on 910. Just hope that TYLOO don't take any space while he's not watching.
For the moment, they're getting away with it. And the longer this goes, the more information is gained through B. Senzu now starting to push all the way through apartments. It's going to allow Techno to readjust into shorts. Blitz is into a jungle. It's getting better by the second. Can be an awkward duel for Techno if players are coming up connection looking towards him. Rattles off a few shots. Dink onto Kaze. It's even more information. That's the bomb too. They know what's coming. Senzu is sprinting. He knows what's up. Blitz might go down, but Senzu's position is monstrous. 35 seconds left. If he gets out of Palace, there is no safe plan on this site anymore. Might be a man advantage, but I am ever so nervous.
Oh, the molly!
Oh no! Bomb not down.
What?
Somehow they're looking for Senzu. What is going on? And indeed, it does get planted, so a chance here for TYLOO.
Oh, Techno looked like he had the right read, but flicking away. 910, though, adjusting from that flash, and a headshot angle held by aumaN just in case he peeks top. This is scary. TYLOO know it. They can't let a round like this slip. 910 doesn't have a smoke to cover, but tap on the bomb. aumaN, the jump spot, but 910 so quick on the flick. It's all on Advent. Does he read that he's not committing to the defuse or not? A final tap here from 910, but it's going to have to be the kill and an escape. Advent playing patient, but that gets scary. It's all 5 for 910, but no escape, no AWP, and a lost round here for the Mongols.
I wonder if Senzu made some noise or something. I can't believe in the midst of all of that, somebody was actually looking Palace. I guess nobody ever came Palace for the T side, so
yeah,
it was an option. But that was so close to being 7-1 and TYLOO in agony yet again. Well, still work to be done if that's what it takes for TYLOO to win a round. Photos to player up close. Mzinho gone. Good entry. 910 stuck in firebox.
He hit the no-scope.
How on earth is he still alive? Rattling off shots. Blitz is low. Molly surely finishes JamYoung. It doesn't. This is absolute carnage on A. But TYLOO, for the moment, seems to be the masters of it.
Oh, God, he knows.
Got away with that.
Yep. Now all about finding that second player. Oh, Kaze came back out. Got the smoke down on the side, and I think was getting ready to maybe cross towards triple or take that fight towards CT, so... It could have gotten scary. Could have gotten weird. Certainly started that way, but the end is how TYLOO would want it. Had the man advantage, and they close. And that money that was oh so healthy for the Mongols has finally dried up. Back onto Deagles, and you can only hope for TYLOO that they deal with this one quite well. Can only hope.
So we've got left. I'm not even gonna say, you know.
Nope, yep.
Should be a good round for TYLOO. I need to see them win one of these rounds cleanly. Go on, Techno. Give us something. They're doing it.
They are.
The Deagles are down.
Only Senzu, and they know about him.
My God. Had TYLOO not lost to those pistols, they'd have been in a great position in this half.
Yeah, they probably
really would be in a great spot.
Yeah. We'd be up to 5.
At least.
Yeah.
But money would have been destroyed for the Mongols. Be almost a reverse scoreline. That shoulda, woulda, coulda in the past. Even so, this is already feeling like a pretty decent recovery from TYLOO. It was looking dreadful 3 or 4 rounds ago. And now, cash in the bank. 2 left here. Surely they'll be buying in both. And a great chance to give us a very even scoreline.
Yeah, it was even quite close coming out of the first half of Overpass because TYLOO sort of mounted a little bit of a resurgence. They found a second wind. But finding that a little earlier here on Mirage. Even upgrade away from that MAC-10, make sure that they have all rifles. They know these rounds are going to be difficult. And not many more left in this half. There you go. Full exec.
Nice. 910 gets a fight before the smoke is bloomed. I'm not sure that should have been possible. I guess they want to get explosive man in front of cannonade. They pay a price. Mzinho goes down as he's fighting alone in front of the CT smoke. Not sure that was the best decision. The Mongols have got to deal with this. Grouping now for a retake. Lots of util on Blitz. A couple other smokes too. And get those down on Palace and Ramp and maybe the bomb too. They could be in a good position. aumaN's caught out in the open ahead of his teammates. And TYLOO are not in good spots. JamYoung has to win this duel. He has to win this duel on towards jungle, and he does. Techno, though, has other ideas. It's just Kaze. And there's no time.
No.
Round goes the way of TYLOO. But that got a little bit dicey.
Yeah, well, Kaze's going to go up with the bomb. He wasn't sure if 910 was on the defuse or not. He didn't have a kit, but Kaze was left in the dark. So it's a costly round, but they had funds, and what they needed are rounds. So they accomplished that much. We're seeing a lot of, honestly, kind of wild to think how many shots we've seen 910 hit, or how many rounds he's actually gotten success out of that AWP, and they've actually not been able to convert off of it.
This round, the last round in particular, I mean, it's 20-29, but if Mzinho commits to the retake immediately, they had a man advantage. They had no map control with TYLOO. They had no options. They were really pinned on that bomb site. And Techno is fighting that with an MP9. That felt ill-advised, and now Senzu's got so much work to do. First collected. 910 is on location, and there's no nades at the moment towards the market window. God, flames surrounding Senzu. somehow still unspotted. Check out the double flank push through on A. Blitz is going to arrive soon. He's actually spotted, but surely Kazi does not expect a second. Player clearing up connector. And the bomb's going A.
Yeah.
Why not?
They called it quits. They ran up short, escaped, and it'll be a little long before the Mongols put it all together, but they do have a kit. A smoke as well for this retake. Mzinho, I imagine, will be that first port of call with that SMG. So aggressive. The way that he tracked in on that flank. Everything close, but his teammate dies in just as that happens, and so at the back of the bomb site comes down to Jamyoung. Typically the patient man has to find the right time to strike. Player that's not got the kit isn't the one that jumps on the bomb. Mzinho instead will now usher himself into the defuse, and he'll be found straight through the smoke. Jamyoung now just taking sanctuary inside of it. 910's recovered the kit, and he's trying to stick that defuse as well, but Jamyoung won't miss. 2 times over, he stops the defuse, and TYLOO tied things up before we move into that second half.
And we're back. TYLOO. 5 in a row to end the first half. It was looking really bad. And of course that first map really didn't go their way. That was their map pick. That was overpass. This is the Mongols pick in Mirage. And we got a game on our hands, so... You know, we asked a lot of questions of TYLOO after that first map. Is there life left in them? There's hints. There's warning signs. And now we'll find out if the dragon has awoken.
Yeah, first kill there from Senzu on this pistol. P250 well equipped to deal with that fight, but Jamyang with the reinforcements dealt with, as is Kaze, but there's aumaN and Mercury chiming in the wings. Meanwhile, the Mongols do have access to this bomb site. Thing is, do they expect Blitz to be on his prowl from the underpass into connector, while his teammates are just simply holding the site? Don't think anybody's going to be looking this direction. I think one step made actually by Blitz, so aumaN's going to full clear it. Yeah, a little mistake from Blitz in that capacity, but Mercury now the last man standing, and a very, very difficult crossfire to breach. Hard angles to clear. Mzinho will put Mercury to rest, so 3 from the youngster here on the Mongol side, and an important pistol for the Mongols.
We take those. We take those. Very nice. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Good round. No pistols now. Actually, wait. Who? No, wait. Who won the... Yeah, they did win the first pistol, then they got reset, and they reset back. It was all very confusing. That's a good play. Full eco from TYLOO. Good opportunity for Mongols. Get that those SMGs out early. Create some space.
Also, try and break some of that momentum that the TYLOO guys brought in from that first half.
Chengdu. Ooh. Hefty double ding.
This is like,
on the ground.
You can go B, you can go A. Everything's open, except middle.
They don't really need to fight this. Oh. They see eco frags, and they want...
Yeah, and they'll want that Galil back, too. That thing costs more
Gimme.
money than the max worth.
I heard Matt cast earlier. I think he's worth quite a lot.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, when you put it that way. It's the wrong Mac.
We love you, Mac. Especially the mustache. That is truly essential.
Just need an Aussie caster named Cheese, and they'd be the power duo.
Oh my god. Yes. Actually, Mac and Fish doesn't really work. Right. What do we got here? Mid-aggression. There's nobody on B for TYLOO. You know something that I don't. That is very low. Mercury. One frag on mid. A lot going on here. Kaze gets running out of dodge. So for now, it is a man advantage for TYLOO. Blitz is trying to frag aumaN back. There's a Palish push from Advent in the middle of this. There is a lot going on right now, and that bomb is dropped in T-spawn.
Yeah, and just be open the entire time. But how on earth are you going to read that if you're the Mongols? I mean, this push from Advent, okay, a little slow to react to a player inside a spawn, but with his 15 health, he gets a lot of information. And they're burning the other way. In fact, they had that forward position in Palace. They do not want to deal with it. They don't have the resources to. Blitz is still hunting for a frag right into the waiting arms of Mercury. Still nobody B. So this could just be a free plant for Techno. I really am curious as to how they've come to this arrangement. Didn't play B at the start of the round.
They just don't like it.
Yeah, no.
They're not fans. It's quite a big deal, though. The plant here...
Give him another
quite a
buy.
big difference. Tenno's taking his time to clear the site. You can't blame him. He doesn't know just how good a position he's actually in to get this plant for free. Goes with the stick now.
He tapped it
Ooh.
twice. Oh,
I don't think he's getting this plant anymore.
No.
Kill Kaze, perhaps, but not to be. They kind of needed that. It really would have put this buy in a better position. A bit of a shame.
Yeah, but again, you know, it's one of those things where we can't even blame him for it. I mean,
No.
they're playing 4 players everywhere else
Yeah.
but B.
Exactly.
So,
He's like, you're in a 4-on-1 and you're not defending the sites?
there has to be one person somewhere. And there wasn't.
He must have a buy. Mercury had a great round in the previous. He was so aggressive, even on low HP. Wouldn't be so surprising. Mercury plenty over the years. Self-flash doesn't work. Man down. Gun retrieved. Rifles across the board now for the Mongols. And TYLOO put on notice.
decent damage on the nade. Pulls Techno into one-shot headshot for the M4s. Advent was molly smoked, but almost counterintuitive to one another. He has lost another teammate, however. This time they do have an occupant within that B-bomb site. Kaze is nestled away in advan, and they're very concerned that he could be approached.
I like this stack. 3 on 5, it's so hard to even make an information play or anything. So they're going to take a risk, stack this site. If they lose it, Kaze and Advent can drop. They can buy again in the next. As we can see, that bomb spirited away towards A. A bit of fortune for the Mongols that they've chosen the right site. But TYLOO will live to fight another day. It's just going to be a dry run.
Yeah.
The Mongols clear and take in. Mzinho's had a great map. 9-10. I think they're having a really, really good map so far. I'm surprised they're not further ahead in the scoreline, given how good he's been, I guess. No, you may even say the same for Mzinho.
Yeah. I think 9-10 probably had 9... actually, no, I would wager actually 10 kills on the AWP that were just in lost rounds. So, no, I think he had a full ace in that one round where he was in the 1 versus 3 clutch and just couldn't pull it together. So, it's not that he hasn't been hitting shots, just not always winning rounds with it.
Just taking HOTV quickly. You'd be surprised to hear that TYLOO are actually ahead in terms of opening duels. It is a couple rounds behind us, but
that is wild.
So. Mercury's got 5 opening kills. So he's doing his job. He did his job on the T side in terms of cracking open rounds, clearly. Just maybe didn't have the staying power so much.
Well, good circumnavigation of the problem there for the Mongols. 3v5, they read the stack. And it's a free round from there on out. If you can win rounds by only killing 2 players, you'll happily take that. Still, they save those weapons. It's another buy here from TYLOO, but they're running out of reserve funds. Mongols could piece another one together, but again, very middle focused. TYLOO not going for that same, B absence. A little bit more stake in it. And not exactly staking their claim on middle either. In fact, nades, I think, being lined up by the Mongols to try and reassert themselves in through middle. They might be able to creep up Con with this, but they're going to blow the smoke. They're going to fight from both sides of the window, and it's a complete collapse. Getting completely caught off guard. The Mongols chewed up by those 2 players in window, and aumaN swinging from short. Mzinho sure gets a counter kill, but the damage is done. aumaN back of Mzinho has to pull together what started as a 1 versus 4 down to 3 for a clutch. He's got the time to really explore his options.
Check out Kaze's repositioning. Close to ramp. This might be fully unexpected. Ooh, almost on the adjustment. There you have it. Aggressive play from TYLOO. It's ever so simple. It's just, I think, a left-right click, nade into that window smoke. Everyone just peeks. 2 in window, left-right. Player swinging off cat. It's about as basic as it gets, but it works. The Mongols, even if they've got 1 player, holding window or whatever, it's just not going to be enough, is it?
Yeah.
So many people facing.
I also think the Asian teams in general have been a little slow to adopt. The blowing of smokes being a play that you're sort of rehearsing for those types of moves. So nice to see that TYLOO pull it out of the hat.
It's also the muscle memory to use those HEs at the start, especially if you're one of the mid players, nade behind the top mid smoke, or if you're connector, you're going to nade down the bottom of it at a certain timing. It's to relearn that, saying this nade could be so valuable, either for a play like that, or especially in a site hit, if you burst the jungle smoke, that's a nightmare for the T side. So yeah, everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's got to learn. Just as we're learning, watching on. What's this round going to be for the Mongols? Techno's got a lot of space. Clearly going to be an A split. First goes the way of Mercury. He's in towards connector. 9-10 trades. Techno did catch one, being aggressive, and this looks very good now. Bomb being planted back. Triple. TYLOO could even think of a save here. I'm not sure this is a good idea to go for.
Yeah, just losing as much ground as they did as quickly as they did. Going in for this retake, they'd have to clear everything. Got a lot of deep smokes down as well on the Mongols, so yeah, they're taking your advice. Well, the Mongols break into double digits, and it's all by finding this gap, whether it's by timing or just an ill consideration from the TYLOO side. The Mongols exploit it to full effect. As soon as they get that kill via Techno, that connector player wasn't looking the right direction. You know, lose a sight player, you're worried about getting swung bottom stairs. That really set 9-10 up for what was a free kill afterwards.
This feels like a very important round. This is TYLOO approaching the precipice in this series. They've done some really great work to stay here on Mirage, but it could all be for naught. They can't recover here. Nade bursts, connector smoke. Surely there's a player out in the open. That's Chengdu. He still gets the kill first. And the smoke reblooms. Oh no. Such a shame. Now the Mongol's in an excellent spot.
Yeah, meeting Ming from Thailand on that one. A full
Did
flash
somebody
in his
flash
face.
into connector or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
They flashed Con at the exact same time that he had that nade blow smoke. Puts them in a precarious spot. Advent had to push forward to try and get some semblance of control, and he's just floored.
Oh,
a great flash
now
as well.
They need these guns. They Mercury, you know, he's a great player. He's capable of some astonishing highlights, but they really need these rifles.
Where is safe if to save?
Nowhere.
They're in A. Techno's still probing B. There is no safe haven, but Jamyang will find an escape path, and he'll floor Senzu on his exit as well, but they are hunting for this rifle. They know it's as important as you seem to identify, Alan.
He's gone. Wow. That is bad news. What a round from the Mongols. Just when they needed it. They played some really great terrorist Counter-Strike today.
Yeah.
Really great. And on the flip side, TYLOO, I do think it's been their Achilles heel has been the defense. But this is different. This isn't. I don't think this is as much TYLOO mistake. I think the Mongols are they're just amping up the pressure here. They're just spooling up. There's so few gaps in their play. They're on the same page. Sensu is creating space 9-10 to end the round. Mzinho can play the mid round. Maybe not in this one, but
I don't know how this happened. But
I don't know how this happened.
Didn't even take any damage. Advent just ran at him with the P2000, and Mzinho, I don't know, had his pants down or something.
This is full focus now from the Mongols. You can't. Not now. You've done so much.
P2K strike again, and they recover that AK that Advent fought hard for at the start of the round. This is still a little bit precarious, but seems like Mongols are making the right read. TYLOO reinforcing the B-bomb site. But that AK is making its way back into A. It's all about whether or not Jamyang can keep himself alive or put up much of a defense on this side of the map. Knocked out. Yeah, hard for Jamyang to read. So many areas exposed. So that one rifle they had is now supplemented by the kill that they get on short, but aumaN sectioned off by a smoke. I mean, they could still use this. Yeah. Saving it has value. Not exactly on high loss bonus here on TYLOO. I think they're going to get, what, 2,400? Actually, I think it might even be... Actually, 2,400 sounds about right. Final answer, 2,800. You know what? Doubting myself all over the place. Thing is, they will have a buy, but they'll want to be able to get AWPs out all the extra util that comes with it as well. And they'll be able to do exactly that with this aumaN AK.
Yeah, you can AWP Kaze too. Gonna go that way. Okay. Eyes on everybody. 4 chances for the Mongols to all in all have a very clean series. Reminder, winner of this goes to tomorrow's grand final. We played at, barring a very long first series, played at 1:30 UK, 2:30 PM Central Europe. And you just want to make it there. You just want to be in the final, know what you're doing. It's not like the lower bracket teams, so anything to be sniffed at. TYLOO absolutely could have lost that first series. So, book your ticket, focus on that Seoul series, and that's what the Mongols are looking to do right now. Just end this game.
Awesome. Mid-control here for the Mongols once again, and this time the TYLOO side will not contest. No plans to blow open smokes, no nothing. Only Kaze on the AWP, and Senzu, a fantastic shot. Immediately moving to take the space, and the flash is great. Jamyoung kills a player right behind him, but Senzu can keep on pushing, and he switches out to that AWP. Space can be taken on this B bomb site, and it's all alarms blaring here for TYLOO. Mercury, nothing found. Only Advent that comes in on the rotate, but that bomb's down, and they'll have a man advantage for this post plant. Advent doesn't even have a teammate to work off of. aumaN's late, still fighting in from connector. This could be the final round here. The Mongols were assertive, dominant on overpass. TYLOO's pick. Moving into Mirage, it was a bit more of a struggle. Now on this low health, no kits, and now only aumaN that stands between them and that lower bracket. It's not looking likely. TYLOO cannot perform versus the Mongols in this head-to-head. They suffer another loss in best of ones and now in the best of 3 as well. But the Mongols looked very, very on from the jump in this series.
Absolutely. I mean, it's Counter-Strike.